Oh yeah, we're back at Torworth Lakes again. And I know it's not a long time since we were last time, but we stayed at home last weekend and it
We
was,
did.
yeah, we didn't know what to do with ourselves. It
So
was
we're
strange. It
back
was
out in the van again.
So we're back out in the van again. So we're inside today. It's a little bit overcast outside and it rained yesterday.
It's a bit breezy
when we got
as well.
here, it was raining, weren't it?
bit
Weren't very
breezy.
great. So we thought we'd come in. I'm going to try the gluten-free breakfast this morning.
And I'm doing the regular breakfast.
And he's doing the regular breakfast. He just asked me, we've been together a gazillion years, and he just asked me if he likes black pudding or not. You've got this idea that you don't like something, even if he does like it, he's not tried it, he decides, I don't like that. And I think we had it once at Monday, and he had this was when Mark, back in the day, when Mark was there being chef, and he sort of went round it and he never even attempted it. So he still doesn't know, he's just decided. But you do that with quite a few foods.
I did that with
like
haggis, didn't I? And I actually quite liked
He likes
haggis.
haggis.
Yeah, quite like haggis. So.
He did it with peppers because he thought they'd be hot and spicy and peppery.
They're not.
No, grapes because he thought they looked like
They'd be sour
gooseberries.
like gooseberries because we used to have gooseberries in the garden.
So yeah, black pudding's being trialled today. You tell me he's not adventurous because he really is.
Stevie cautious.
Stevie cautious, yeah. So we'll let you know when our breakfast comes.
All right, in a bit.
Oh, back from... Are we right on that?
Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be fine.
I can never... We're sat now looking through a little postage stamp. If you've seen us walking around with his vlogging camera, you can appreciate...
That's the edge as far... Hang on.
The screen.
That's the edge as far as I can see.
But there'll be more, we know
There will be
well.
more, and
I always feel that it's not getting a
that's
lot
the
of
edge
me and
your
too
way.
much of him and too
Yeah.
much of me and not enough... It never looks right, does it?
No.
It doesn't, just to sit and
It's
look
wider
at
angle
it.
than you think.
It is a wider angle than you think. Yeah. So... We just got back from his breakfast. We got stopped by a lovely member of staff and we got recognised. They were like, hello, forgot to take your name. I'm rubbish at this. So we know who we are, but yeah. So that we had a nice little chat, so that was nice. All the staff are lovely. They really are. You've just, when you walk in, it seems like you've made their day.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. Oh, morning, and they look genuine in that, and that's really nice. So, who's ever training the staff up, you're doing a brilliant job.
Yeah.
Well, they're just happy people.
Yeah. Have a nice day and
Yeah.
you're welcome and all that. I mean, it doesn't take much to do these sort of things, but they're really nice.
Oh,
It's
no,
really,
but
it's
I'm not
really
being
nice
funny
thing to
about
do.
how many places have we been to where you've got somebody that's just gives you a grunt. That's awful.
Well, we were discussing it while we were having some food, actually, that how many restaurants have you been in where the waitress just literally serves you, does what they're told to do, but serves you, and doesn't do any more than that?
Not a smile, not
Nothing.
a greeting. You know,
Whereas
your plate
here-
may as well be a frisbee in some
Yeah,
places.
yeah.
It's just,
Whereas
yeah.
here, it's, you're welcome, have a nice day. Is that
Yeah.
everything all right for you? Really nice and genuinely nice, and they've all got a smile, and they're all ages, and they're all different.
People are different,
And yet
People are
they're all
different.
still lovely. So every
Yeah.
single one of you,
So thank you.
thank you.
Now, I have the gluten-free breakfast today. I have to have a gluten-free breakfast. I'm not doing this because I'd be picky. I'm celiac. Oh, it was lovely. Really, really nice. I have took a picture. The picture will be going in. Some places we go, and it's like, well, we can't do this. We'll substitute that. We ain't got that. But they've got an full English breakfast that's set up. We can, they've got the vegetarian, the vegan, and the gluten-free version of that breakfast. Mine were beautiful. I don't know what the sausages were. They're either vegan or vegetarian. I'm not sure. It was different to Steve's, but obviously he's Muggle, so he can eat anything. And very nice, very tasty. I don't know what they were, but they were very tasty. I couldn't finish both because, like I say, I have a bowl of cereal. But nonetheless, very nice. I love that my beans were in a pot. I'm not fussed for beans. I like to dip my toast in my beans. Probably a bit of sausage in my beans. I like the bean juice. I'm not struck for beans. But I always have them on my plate. Because, he laughs when we're sharing a tin of beans. He'll say, well, do you want 3 beans?
3 beans. It's always 3.
3, yeah. Just give me 3 beans.
It's probably nearer, I don't know, 33.
Yeah, but
nevertheless,
it's only a very small amount for me. I'm not, So I liked that. I like that they're in a little pot, and that were nice. Tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. Love a fresh tomato. Nothing not to like. Nothing not to like.
The whatever it was called, the basic breakfast, which wasn't gluten free, but equally just as nice.
Oh.
Hash brown.
And he's not struck for black pudding. We've decided.
Yeah, I had black pudding. I tried it. It was okay. and that's all I'll say. I mean, there's no disrespect to the cooks here. I'm sure it's lovely, but just black pudding generally.
You know,
I can take it or leave it. It's okay. If someone said you've got to eat it, I'd eat it and not be horrible about it. But it's not my favourite.
You wouldn't choose to have one put on your breakfast?
No, I wouldn't choose to have one put on, but it wasn't horrible.
At least you've tried it now.
I tried it. I think, ironically, the similar kind of looking breakfast thing, haggis is actually nicer.
Yeah, but you don't have haggis for... Oh, you could have haggis for breakfast,
You could have haggis for breakfast, but yeah. I had haggis when we were up in Scotland.
See, I do like haggis, but I've not been able to have it for several years because I've never found a gluten-free version.
Porridge oats in it, isn't it?
It's sweet and all sorts, depending on what they've put in, because not all true to recipe now, are they? It's just their version of an haggis.
So thank you to every single one of you. You're lovely.
Yeah, you are. Now, the next thing that's upset me is I've got a choice on two pairs of trainers that I go on with. I'm not really sure what I'm doing on that. The pair that I really like are in a 4.5. Now I'm a 4/5 in shoes. 4.5 might be perfect. Cinders might go to the ball. Yeah, I'll try them on. I've got the wrong socks on at the moment to be trying anything on. But tomorrow morning, or probably later today,
we can nip across.
Just nip across. It's not far.
Yeah.
It's a nice little walk back.
It's only 11:30 now, so
yeah. So I might be back in later. I might take the vlogging camera back in later and do a little bit more.
Yeah, see what's going on.
Yeah. Just seen some wax melts. Now, if you saw my last vlog, you know I'm out of wax melts. Bought the little things, and yeah, I need to buy some wax anyway. So I'll get some of those bought up here today because I saw you ones. They're nice, smell lovely. Yeah, there's quite a few little bits that I want to have a little look at. It's not all just clothes. Steve was saying though, there's no bloke clothes.
No, I mean, I know that. I guess the idea is that blokes come here for fishing because there's 3 or 4 lakes here, isn't there, that have got fish in them. So the blokes come here for fishing. Well, for me, I'm not bothered because I'm not a fisherman. And the women obviously go in their little boutique shop and buy lots of boutiquey stuff.
I don't think that's the idea, but anyway.
I think that's how it works. And I'm just saying, for the blokes,
like a bit of a blokey
for the blokes that don't go fishing like me, I don't really want to, go in the boutiquey stuff. I mean, I don't mind taking you there. Yeah. There is a nice delicatessen where you can buy pork pies and things like that. Yeah,
obviously
that looks really nice.
I can't do that.
No, you can't do that, but that looked really nice. But for the bloke, I don't know what kind of things you'd have in there, to be honest, but you'd want something more blokey.
I didn't look today to see if there was any, I don't even know if they do them, gluten-free cake or not. I know some places they'll have like a load of muggle cakes on, but they will do a gluten-free. I don't know if they do here or not. I can't say yay or nay to that. But
we'll have another look. No?
I was just looking. I don't actually need the calories, to be fair.
There's ice creams. We're going to go back and have an ice cream in a bit.
We're going to go back and have an ice cream in a bit, because usually I'm okay if it's in a tub and it's just ice cream.
Yeah, there's a selection, so we can have a look at that.
Yeah.
We could do that in a bit and see if there's any of those shoes that you like.
See if the shoes fit.
But yeah, that's the only thing. And of course, you can't see from here, but there's bushes all around the pitch, which is great for privacy. Absolutely fantastic for privacy. You can't see the neighbours and they can't see you, which is fantastic. The water point is in the corner of the pitch, in amongst the foliage.
Oh, you had trouble getting into it,
and you literally almost have to eat the foliage to get your water bottle underneath it. So
there's certain times a year I know that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm not a gardener, but for whatever reason things don't get cut. I know
where we
live, there is strict guidelines of when they will cut a hedge and things like that. So I'm just guessing we're at the point where they've not been cut and it needs a bit of a trim. But yeah, when you got here yesterday and it was raining, it was drizzling with rain. It weren't biblical, but it was drizzling, and these men mess his hair up. So
that's the only real criticism, and that's now on a big shit.
That's not a criticism, really, is it? It's just we've been to places that have been more overgrown in the edges, and you've had to get in there. It's just
it's incredibly minor, but
incredibly minor.
And I think, like Shirley said, it's probably done for the right reasons, that they've not cut the hedge to protect the wildlife.
I know around us, it's like they're not cutting the grass during May, which is great. And we're thinking of birds nesting and things like that. Yeah. It's beautiful here. It's like a little nature reserve. It's beautiful. So if it means that we're not going to come out and cut the edges back and, give a little bird somewhere to go.
That's fine with me. Totally fine.
If he's got to scramble about, well, so be it.
You've got water on your pitch, which is great. let's look at the positive.
Exactly.
You've got a water tap in the corner of the pitch, just literally there. Electrical hook-up point just over there.
Yeah, and I don't know if we mentioned before, these are the most levelest pitches we've ever been on.
Dead
ever.
level, yeah.
We get a gadget out on Steve's phone, which we always use, so that's our go-to thing. We're not these were coming out with a spirit bubble or anything like that. No. We're not. If I've got a deep end in my washing up bowl, I know we're not level. You know, we're okay. But I put it yesterday on the table, and I thought, I can cope with that. And all four wheels are green. And it's like there was nothing. It's like, yeah, perfect.
And the good thing about that is when you're cooking, you know, you haven't got a deep end on your pan.
Yeah.
And when you're doing the draining board, the water actually drains into the sink rather than goes the other way.
I mean, we've watched loads of vloggers that
perfect.
say what you need to do is, and you get your bubble and you put it just here, and then you put it over here, and you do. And I'm thinking, I'm only going for 2 nights. Life's too short for that.
And we haven't got a self-leveling system on the van, have we? So,
no.
Like some people have.
And I just think you really don't. You don't need that.
And to be fair, you don't need it to absolutely spot on level.
No.
Some people say that fridges won't work if they're not level. I think within reason you can be a little bit skew-width, can't you?
If you're looking for tips on how to do motorhoming, don't look at us.
No.
We are not. No,
we're not seasoned campers, but we, as I think I said on one of my previous vlogs, if there's any questions you want to ask us, we'll try and answer them as best we can.
Of course.
We have got some experience. We had a camper van before this one. So we've done a bit of both. We've done the camper vanning and we've done now the motorhoming, but neither of them we've done for very long. So we're not experts.
Yeah, we're not experts.
But obviously, as part of the journey we've done, we've researched a lot of the stuff, so we understand it better by looking at loads of YouTube videos. Funnily enough,
as I say, we've seen loads of vloggers.
So we may have experienced something ourselves, or we may have seen somebody else do it on YouTube. So if you've got any questions, just drop them in the comments as usual, and we normally look through all the comments anyway, so drop a little note in and we'll see what we can do to help.
So we'll probably take you back up in a bit when we go for shoes and ice cream. That's good
shoes in the ice cream.
Shoes and ice cream. That's a good shopping day out as far as the girl's concerned. And the wax melts.
Right.
Yeah. Got some nice candles and things up there as well.
Yeah. And also, I mean, the restaurant is open for people that aren't camping here. So if you are passing the area,
it's busy in the restaurant.
You can park up. There's a very big car park at the back of the restaurant.
Yeah.
So you can park up in there and have the same experience that we've had as far as breakfast goes. Just that you're not on the site camping. So you can visit
beautiful
without
breakfast,
camping.
Yeah. In fact, we had 2 lattes, which the coffee's good here. So 2 lattes. Then we had as breakfast. Then we followed it off with a couple of teas, didn't we? I like a cup of tea. Oh yeah. Very nice.
Yeah.
Apparently it was award-winning tea. I don't know. I enjoyed it. That's all I'll say. But it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was nice, yeah.
Really nice. So like I said, we'll take you up there in a bit and what have you. But I've got lots of stuff to do now. Like enjoy my holiday.
Too right.
So I'll see you in a bit.
In a bit.
So this is what happens.
There's been an incident.
It's not entering Mr. Wet T-shirt contest.
I'm not entering the Mr. Wet T-shirt competition. Those that know will know what this means. There's a hose pipe next to the elsan point to rinse everything through. Hose pipe's connected to a tap, and the tap's just come off the hose pipe. So now the tap is in my hand with a hose pipe attached to it, and water's going everywhere.
Good, tell reception, quick.
I need to go and tell reception.
Oh dear. It's not what you expect to see, is it? I just thought, you go and do your blue jobs. I'll do a pink job and make us a frothy coffee. All you've got. And he's just poked his head around the door and said, "Where are you? I've had an incident." And it's like, okay. And I looked and he's absolutely drenched. He is wet through. But these things happened. The look at him, he couldn't see through his glasses. I wouldn't be laughing if it were me, by the way. But yeah, God bless him. So when he comes, he's going to say, I have to get out these wet clothes. Gosh. But yeah, he's just going over now to tell him in the reception area and hope someone can fix it, because otherwise there's just going to be water everywhere, apparently. He didn't take his camera up. He did laugh before he went out and said, "Shall I vlog it?" And I just thought, do you know what? A trip to Elsan Point, nobody needs to see you do that. not whilst you're using it. You can go and take your vlogging camera up and show them that it does have all these facilities. Not while you... Yeah, nobody needs to see that, do they? Bless him. I better look for a dry t-shirt and dry jeans for him, I suppose. So yeah, he abandoned the post, just left everything. Like I say, nipped over to reception. But he's going to take the grey with the Wastemaster. This is a service pitch, but the trouble we have, and we always have, is we don't have a kit from the van to a service pitch. You know, like you would in a caravan, we don't have anything to drain it away, sort of thing. So he collects it in that and then takes it up to the point near the Elsan point to get rid of it. So that's what he's up there doing now. But he's just gone and got the lovely lady from reception. Can't remember your name. I tell you, I'm rubbish at names. There he is, look, he's in bother. Have we got to go home now? Eh? Have we got to go home now?
No, we don't have to go home now. He's going to report it to Joe, I think his name is, the maintenance guy.
Oh, right.
But it's the weekend and you know how it is.
Yeah, of course I do. Did you catch her name?
No.
Oh, heck. Anyway.
I didn't ask for it.
No, were you too busy like, I've just broken this, aren't you?
Yes, too busy thinking, oh, sorry, I've broken you. Have you filmed it?
No, I've not been up
there.
there.
Let me take you around.
There you go.
Hopefully you can still hear because she had the microphone on. I'm not sure whether you have to hear me, but anyway, we'll assume you can. So, here is the Elsan point. Here is the hose pipe connection, and that has come off of that. So there you go. Sorry. Good morning. The sun's bright, isn't it? Good morning, everyone. If you remember yesterday, we had an incident. An emergency situation was declared, and we had to get special forces out to fix the problem. Maybe I'm over dramatising it just a teeny bit. But anyway, if you remember, the Elsan point was leaking. There was water absolutely everywhere. And the good guys here at Torworth Lakes sent out their emergency response team and fixed it. And in fact, I've done a really, really good job. Here we go, I'll just show you what they've done. Look at this. Not a budget and scarper approach. Proper bit of plumbing. There we go, the bent bit of copper pipe. All nicely sealed, and of course it works. So, thank you Torworth Lakes, you were brilliant. And I am very, very sorry that it happened in the first place.
Now I'm just having a lovely time doing some colouring in. I've got my big pencil case and I'm doing a lovely teapot. Having a lovely time. He's cooking a cup of coffee.
Cooking coffee.
It's always so unnerving, man, that end at van. Yeah. Yeah, it's not second nature as yet, is it? No.
Getting there, but yeah.
Yeah. I've got my microphone and you haven't.
I haven't got my phone. I'm not sure where mine's got.
See? I have to organise them all the time. What's going on with my hair today? I had a shower last night and I bought a new hairdryer from TikTok shop. And it's... yeah, it is. It's alright. It folds up. It's not very marvellous, but they're not, are they? They're not. Oh, I've got this. Can you see down here? I'll put it up to you. Yeah? It's a little... Oh, it goes everywhere. Little pencil sharpener. Now, the idea is, I bought this. It wasn't a cheap one, this, was it?
I don't think it was.
No, and he's supposed to do that, and then the little lid is supposed to that's never worked. That's never got. I should have sent it back. Really, it's rubbish. But anyway, that's what's supposed to happen there. Then you take that out, just pull that out, and then you just get covered. So I've got a little food bag here for all my debris, because pencils aren't like they used to be when we were kids. They just, and they were good set of pencils. These. I'm gonna have to have some felts, but they'll dry out, won't they? I can remember when we were kids and we had felts that were like a great big selection, weren't they? All colours at rainbow. They were that mucky looking green that never worked very well. That were always right dry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Red always ran out first.
What's the point to be yellow?
Yellow's nice.
Yeah, but you can't see it.
You can.
You can't.
Yeah.
What's the point of a white pencil?
Yeah, there's always one in these.
White pencils.
There's one in this.
Yeah.
Now the idea with this, these are proper artist ones. You're supposed to be able to shade in with them and make it all look. I'm sat colouring in a teapot. Can if I like. Obviously it'll need framing. We're in somewhere in van. Because, yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
I mean, seriously, it's going to be a thing of beauty, is this. It'll just, yeah, it'll adorn that wall.
Yeah, underneath the telly.
Underneath the telly, yeah. What? Are we all right there?
I'm in shot. I don't know if you can hear me, but...
Can you hear him? You can hear me because I've got my microphone. I'm getting used to wearing my microphone for everything. You do get fed up of being... I don't know. You do get fed up of being slated for stuff. I know you've got to watch your light levels. You've got to watch your volume levels. You've got to not swear, which we don't anyway. Ever. He's got that.
Yeah.
He's got the quiche.
Quiche, Lorraine, which looks nice.
One for the jacket potato.
I'm not eating it yet, so we'll see what it's like.
So yeah, lovely. Waving my hand about
Mash it back.
Well, that went down all right, didn't it?
It was very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Best quiche Lorraine I've had for a long time.
What was it? Healthy because
it's got salad in it. And isn't quiche healthy anyway?
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely.
There you go. So yeah, very nice.
I couldn't finish my potato. It was huge. It was beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely beautiful. You know, sometimes. So anyway, sometimes you have a jacket potato. I think, yeah, a jacket potato. Really nice.
No, really nice.
Really good mix of flavours on that. Lovely.
I'd have that again.
Well, I would, but not at the moment because I'm absolutely full. Is this one here? That bloke there.
Pudding. What's for pudding?
Is it good? Hang on. Right, we are recording, yeah.
We are recording Millionaire's Chocolate.
Oh.
You've got that.
That does, yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. You wouldn't want one of these.
No, you're right. I'm bouncing off at walls. Yeah. Good. Good. Recorded all of that we didn't need to record, so I'm going to have to edit that bit out. Right, let's do that. That's better, yeah.
Oh, you're there, are you?
Oh, sun's over there, isn't it?
Van's behind us, look. That's us.
Van's behind us. We've just had... Do you know that were really lovely, that?
Very nice.
I couldn't eat all my jacket potato. I really couldn't. It was really delicious, really tasty. Right enjoyed that. Still not got a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've parked sort of there-ish, and then caravans are coming after us, and they've parked sort of there-ish. So I don't know if they're going to be staying on site or moving, wherever. But anyway, we're going to have to give ourselves off home now, aren't we?
Yeah, sorry guys.
Oh well, right. Till next time.